Today on Look What Just Found, look what just found. Now, a lot of people do not look thoroughly through their coins when they're coin roll hunting. They will just look for, key dates or wheat cents or copper pennies, and they'll put them to the side. And so a penny like this, they're just going to go, get out of here, get out of here, right? And that's okay. Well, honestly, it's not okay. If you're coin roll hunting, don't do that. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to go to the sold. Because I always get asked, what's that worth? How much is that worth? Well, let's see. You have to find out what something's sold for, right? Let's just put in key variety and DDR. Because at the 1994 penny, it's the if it has doubling on the reverse. Wow. All right. Didn't even come up. All right, we got what do we got? We got 9 of them. Yeah, so 9 of them came up. I'm gonna put lowest first, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at this penny that I found today, right? So again, most people are gonna look at the, and this is pretty close. Can you see the doubling just like that? I don't. Yeah, you can still see it, man. I still think most people are just gonna push this to the side, unless you're doing what I do, and that is a very thorough inspection of each coin. All right. So it's a 1994. So when I see 1994, I always want to check the reverse for doubling. This one just happens to have nice doubling on the obverse. Also, you can see the 4 specifically has some nice machine doubling. And below the date, the 9 also has some. Below the date is a mark that looks like a D. All right. There is a 1994 D. It looks like that shadow that's right there. And that's all I'm saying. I know I've never heard of a removed D on a 1994. When I looked it up, there's a very specific, it's called a removed mint mark, and it's on like the early wheat cents, and they're super valuable. I don't know. That looks like a removed D to me. It probably is not, but it looks like one. And the doubling on the four looks great from that angle. Okay, so that's number one. I would have kept this penny because of the doubling on the four, and that what looks like a shadow D under the date, just for that. Okay, but I would have had to check the reverse. Wait, is it doubling on the face also? I just noticed that. Oh yeah, there's an outline of the face there too. I just noticed that when I flipped it over. All right, so let's go back to the reverse. So if there's any doubling here, then that would be the double die. Okay, so you see it there. From this angle, you can see it in the U. Let me see what happens if I put the light on. If it makes it worse or better. Yeah, it takes away the contrast. You can see it in the E there real good too. Yeah. So right there, the N, that's a strong double. Oh, on the I, look at that on the I. The I goes up. The serif goes up on the I. The serifs are the ends of the letters. Okay, states, not too much that I can see through the camera. So we have 2 letters already that have some doubling. So it's already the key variety. Am I too close? Yeah, maybe I'm too close. Oh, look at that! Look at that in the between the R and the I right there. I didn't even notice that before. Let me look at that underneath the loop. Well, we'll just mark that up as doubling. I don't know exactly what that is. We'll just call that doubling. Not staying in focus for some reason. All right. Let's move on to the T. Look at the bottom of the T. That's pretty strong. The N is that's a very nice doubling on the N. You can see the whole line going beneath the N. Now you can see the whole N. You can see the whole E. You can see the whole C. You can see the whole next E, the whole next N, and then the O is like super duper doubled. Okay, bottom line. There's a lot of doubling on the reverse. Now, if it's over here, can you see it? Can you see doubling there? No, you can't. So if you go, oh, that's not a wheat, that's not copper, you go like this, right? That would be it. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't do that, okay? And I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that. It takes a lot longer for the process. But let's see what. So this is a very good example of a 1994 double die with also a machine doubling of the 4 and the 9 with a possible. Look at the D right there with whatever that is. And if that is some sort of like dropped off mint mark, that's a whole nother ball game right there. I'm not even going to get into that right now. That would make this a super, super duper rare coin, and forget it. I'm not even going to talk about that. We're just going to look at this as a DDR key variety 1994 in probably AU 52, 53, 54. Great. Okay, so what are they going for? But again, we have to see good doubling. All right, so there are 9 of them on eBay that sold within the past 3 months. I don't like when they don't have the reverse picture. Like the next one has it, right? So he's showing you right there that that is weak. If that's the best doubling on this coin, that is super weak. He got $1 for it, so it shows. Okay, that's fine. That's a buck. I give it to him. All right, it's $1. All right, this one sold for $4. Uh, yeah, that's nowhere near what the one we just looked at. This one, he's only showing the obverse. Probably stinks. Oh, last pillar. Last pillar. Yeah, last pillar error. Okay. Another DDR doesn't show the reverse in his thumbnail. Okay. What do you got here, buddy? So I will check the pillars. We didn't even look at that. $10 ear. First of all, the ear is DDO. Okay, so he has DDO, DDR. He got $10 for it. Oh, the pillars. The pillars. Okay. I give it to him. That's pretty good. I like this a lot as a DDR. But you're talking $30. Okay, that's not chump change for a penny. And then of course MS63, $155, $54. Okay. With some conservation, this could probably look a little bit better. All right, let's look at these. What are they called? Columns. What's that there? You seeing the third from the left? Huh. And I can see a little doubling on the left. Well, an outline anyway. I don't know if that's done. Let me look at this under the loop just to see if I see anything. It's a little bit more difficult for me to see anything through the camera. Interesting. Oh, wow. All right. So on the left, 3 inside of the columns, you can call them spaces. I know there's another name for it. Otis used it before when he mentioned to me. I forgot what they called. I don't know. There's like stuff going on inside there. But if I was to say any of the columns had, it would be let me make sure. Yeah. So I said the left side uh, through the camera that I saw, and I'm going to stick with that. And the most prominent is in the stairs. See. Oh, and the bottom. Yeah, right there. Let me see. Does the light hurt or help? Well, it makes it look different. I'll take it off now. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So the stairs have doubling. How about there? There you go. Okay, so second time I dropped it. I don't know what's going on. Butterfingers. Yeah, you see it in the face right there? How cool is that? Anyway, so without thinking about whether or not that's a D right there or just some super coincidence that it looks like there's a D on a 1994 where there is a 1994 D in the same exact space and mark. So outside of that, this is a really, really nice. You can see it right there in the stairs. This is a really nice doubling on the reverse. And I would say in this condition, I think personally, I think it's at least as good as the one with the one I sold for $30. At least that good. So I'll say $30 plus shipping to say because I think it's a little better than that one. It's probably a lot better, to be honest with you. I mean, do you want to have a reverse that looks like this with that type of doubling, or do you want one that has an extra column? So I mean, that's basically it. And then the condition of this one is pretty good too. Okay, so I thought I would show that and kind of highlight the fact that if you're just looking for copper, or you're just looking for wheat cents, you could. I mean, an average wheat cent is worth like 10 cents. This is worth $30. So you can find 100 wheat cents and still only be a fraction of what this 1 penny is worth. And it could take you a year of coin roll hunting to find 100 wheat pennies. It could take you years if you're doing, a roll a day. It could take you a year or two. I mean, in the past 6 months, I found 3 or 4. Okay. So, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe a good one's worth $1, you know, and this is, you can't even compare this. This is a key variety. Look at that C. Look at that C. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on techniques and approaches to penny roll hunting specifically. Please click like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.